How's it, Yash? I don't think levels covered you under your liability, eh?
You need to...
Hey, I know what I'm doing.
Don't it extends to staff only.
So today we have our special guest here, Mr. Chris Kennedy.
Yeah,
Chris,
always
how
a
are you?
pleasure.
All right.
Good to see you. Les, always a pleasure. Good to see you.
So Chris is an insurance specialist, currently working with SilverCrest. Today we're going to talk about all things insurance related to all of your vehicles.
Correct.
So if you guys have any questions, let us know in the comments. If we don't cover it, we're going to try to cover everything we can. Let's start.
Questions.
Sure.
I wrecked my vehicle.
Yes.
And the vehicle is a white vehicle.
There's the example here.
Perfect example.
There's the
Beautiful,
example
right in front of
waiting
us.
for
Right in front of us. I wrecked my vehicle, and it actually is my favorite car anyway. Do I need to tell you that I've wrapped it a different color from an insurance and client communication perspective?
Yes.
And what are the repercussions if I don't communicate that and I'm in the process of making a claim?
So, Lebs, to answer your question, short and sweet, we don't mind if you wrap your car or not. Okay, it's your discretion. If you do want the wrap covered though, right, you would have to notify us so we can add it as an extra.
Okay.
In other
Oh,
words,
so you can add it as an
you
extra.
can most definitely add it as an extra. You know, let's say, for instance, you come in your G82 M2 comp for a wrap here to Carbon Bros. You'll request the invoice from Carbon Bros and add it as an extra. That way you're covered. If the car is written off, if you have a bit of a bumper bash, whatever the case may be, we can basically refund you on that extra, being the wrap in this case.
Okay, so as an example, let's say I've wrapped the car, I send you an invoice for 50 grand, whatever the case is. I get into a fender smash, someone hits my fender, the bumper bonnet gets damaged, and then it's covered on the policy.
Correct.
Well, then you guys pay to have all those panels redone.
Correct. So the vehicle's obviously covered comprehensively, right?
Yes.
In that case, you mentioned the bonnet, you mentioned the bumper.
Yeah.
That's obviously covered comprehensively, no issues. The wrapping would be covered if you had notified us and
Yes.
sent us the invoice in this case.
Yes.
We would cover your fender, bonnet, bumper, whatever the case
Okay.
may be.
Oh, great.
In full for that. Alternatively, if you don't notify us, we'll cover the vehicle, but the wrapping would be an extra on your own account.
Okay,
Yeah. Yeah.
understandable, yeah. So how often do you get guys actually insuring wraps on cars?
Yes, to be frank with you, we're very fortunate. We're a very big player in the supercar space and
Yeah.
automotive space in general. One of our founders is the chairman of Lamborghini Club South Africa, which has afforded us great opportunity to get in with these high echelon brands.
Yes.
And as you're aware, a lot of these vehicles are, PPF'd, are wrapped,
Yeah.
carbon bits, wheels, whatever the case may be. So we're getting extra sent to us almost every day. A lot of
Okay.
our clients buy vehicles, send it straight to somebody such as yourself, Carbon Bros, where they'll do the installation of PPF or window tint or windscreen protection film,
Yeah.
whatever the case may be, and then we often just add it as an extra under the vehicle. So they're comprehensively covered. If something does go wrong, obviously we want to put the client in the same position prior to the loss.
No, of course.
Yeah.
So then what happens in the case of performance upgrades in the vehicle?
So that is a bit of a sticky one. A lot of the insurers don't like to get their hands involved or hands dirty with performance upgrades. But that said, though, we had a few M3s, 135s, RS3s, you name it, with some big turbo upgrades, intake, coolers, fully imported titanium exhaust systems, whatever the case is. Mm-hmm. We often do get it right, but it is a case-to-case basis, Lebs. Okay. It's not a given that you're buying a 488 GTB and you imported this beautiful, stainless steel titanium exhaust system, they're going to just jump at it, whatever the case may be. But jokes aside, I can say this quite confidently, 9 out of 10 times we do find it that we get it right.
Okay. No, that's good.
Yeah.
So
And
basically, if I've got this and I'm like, I'm going to get a Valvetronic or Omnitrix exhaust system.
I can almost guarantee you that won't be a problem. It's when it comes to big turbos, internals, bolt-ons, that becomes a bit sticky.
It's harder for them to salvage when things are done.
That, and also you're increasing the risk now, So the car was 300 kilowatts, now it's 380 kilowatts. Let's say, for instance, you don't have an advanced driving course. They don't know you from a bar of soap. You've gone and added 80 kilowatts to your car on a rear-wheel drive, beast, which it already is. It does complicate matters ever so slightly for the insurer.
Okay.
So it increases their risk appetite, which they're not that comfortable doing. But like I said, we do often get it right. But small things such as titanium exhaust systems, which we know can cost a fortune these days, especially bringing them in. we get it right just about all the time.
So that exhaust basically would count as an extra.
Simple
The
extra.
same way you explain.
I'll give you an idea quickly. I have a client who bought the brand new RS3 sedan.
Yeah.
Gives me a call. He says, Chris, you actually got this titanium exhaust from China. Absolutely stunning. Absolutely beautiful.
Okay.
So he imported it from China. He's got HRE wheels on it, I think. And he's done something else to it. Oh, he's done a PPF to it.
Yeah.
He sent us an invoice for all three: the wheels, the exhaust, the PPF. And we just noted it under the vehicle as an extra. So the car is insured for, I don't know, 1.4, 1.5 bar. And he's got 300 grand worth of extras as an example.
Okay.
So if it is a complete write-off, complete loss, we'll pay you for retail value as of right now today, as we only insure for retail and agreed value. We don't mix with market value. It's just, we find it's too risky for us and our clients. So in that example, we'll pay you out the 1.4, 1.5 plus the 300 for
So
all
in
the
terms
extras.
of like your extras, you accept it as whatever the invoice was. You don't do like market related or any type of value amongst other companies. You just accept what the client gives you.
A lot of the guys will shop around and try to find a cheaper option.
Yeah.
We will insure the extra. If you're paying 30 grand
Yeah.
for the extra, for a PPF,
Yeah.
we're going to pay you out the 30 grand.
Okay,
So
no,
it's not
that's
to say if it's 35 grand, we're going to pay you out 35. That's not the case. You will have to pick up the 5 grand shortfall, but we'll come to the party and ensure if it's 30 grand that you're paying for, we'll pay you out for the 30 grand PPF.
Okay.
So pretty much that's
Yeah.
the same philosophy that we have about when you buy a new car, put PPF on it. Because
Get it
when
done,
you got the
protect it.
PPF, you're looking after your car.
100%
And then you
correct.
do the same thing with insurance. The cheaper you go, when it's time to claim, the more headaches you're going to find.
Correct. 100%.
Let me tell you from experience, we've had a couple of claims here. We're not perfect. We do have issues here. And Chris has got our claims paid every time. Like, we fought a little bit, but things get done.
Yeah, yeah. Obviously, you know, every case is different and
Yeah.
it's always looked on a case-to-case basis. But yes, you know that our team in SilverCrest, we're very, very fortunate that they are specialists in their field. So, you know, our underwriters are unbelievable. With all due respect, they're not fresh out of high school. They all got 10 years plus experience. And like I said, you know, we're not a small fry.
Yeah.
We have these facilities and we have heaps amount of business going through their books annually. So we deem those small assets in their eyes,
Yeah.
which goes a long way. And same things with our underwriters and our claims. You know,
Yeah.
they all 10 years plus experience. We call them specialists in their field. So even though, you know, it is a case-to-case basis and there's, you know, there's headaches and there's loss adjusters and there's this and there's that and lots of considerations to make. At the end of the day, as you mentioned, you know, we've always come to the party
No,
and
of course.
fulfilled your claims. And that's just something I want to touch on as well, you know. We are known as SilverCrest Supercar Insurers, which we are, but we're not solely supercar insurers. We've been very fortunate that Grant, our founder, is the chairman of Lamborghini South Africa, and that's provided us the opportunity to get in with all the major brands on that level. And it's a great foot in the door for us, but we're not solely supercar insurers,
No,
which
of
people
course.
often forget. You know, we are commercial specialists, and we do absolutely everything under the sun, from, you know, agriculture, logistics, marine, engineering, hospitality, you name it, we've done it. And on that note, we have specific facilities for specific risks. You know, we recently onboarded an exceptionally large logistic company in South Africa, and there's specific insurers that have a niche risk for logistic
of
companies.
course.
So that goes a long way as well. But yes, you know, it's good news. I'm glad
So-
that we've managed to come to the party.
So we're diverting a little bit there. So what, at the moment, would you say is your favorite car? Obviously, Leber's always going to pick an M2. What's your favorite car on the market at the moment?
Such a tough question. I'm a car nut, you know, that we talk cars every time we
Yeah.
sit down and see each other. I do have one that I really like. It's not my favorite all-time car,
Okay.
but one I would like just absolutely love as of right now.
Okay.
Today. It changes day to day,
Yeah.
but right now I love the G80 M3. Absolutely
Okay.
huge fan. Wasn't the biggest fan when
But
it came
that
out.
grill-
X-Drive or?
MX drive, so I can swap between rear wheel, four wheel. Yeah. So
But
that's-
that grill though, I can't.
you can't.
Okay, wait. In what color?
I'd have to go white or black, to be honest with you.
White
I
or
love the
black.
Panda look still, absolutely huge fan. But you know, you can't go wrong with black.
I'd-
You know, triple black, black on black on black. I don't think you can go wrong. I wasn't a fan of the grill either. When it first came out, I looked at this, I was like, oh no, you know, not going to work, not for me personally.
Yeah.
But I don't know, it's just grown on me. It really, really has. And I've been in one or two recently. With, one was a straight pipe, one was a pure exhaust system, absolutely stunning. And I was just like, wow, this is quite special, you know?
Okay.
Yeah, so I would have to go with G80 M3 MX Drive comp.
Okay.
For now, like I said, it's not the all-time favorite, but for now I would be happy with
I think it's
rocking
a good
with
choice.
the
No, it is a
G80s.
good choice. It is a
Yeah.
good choice.
And yourself?
I think at the moment my favorite car, like in that bracket's these M2s. I like the way this one's spec'd, everything on this car. Then we've got a black one over here also, like Level loves black. But I'd go like a nice matte color, like a matte black or a matte grey.
Yes.
And then like subtle kits around the car. I don't like
Yes.
that M Performance kit.
So
Like
that's-
this,
Yeah, it's too much.
like this for me is the perfect
I
type
do
of
agree.
spec.
These little touches makes the car look, takes the aesthetics from here to here. It's beautiful.
So on that topic, so let's say we're putting on this carbon fiber kit as well. Do you guys insure the carbon fiber kit?
Yes, we definitely do. So yeah, I mean we've had clients with GTRs that have done Liberty Walk kits.
Yeah.
That have done prior design kits. That have done you name it. So
Yeah.
I mean, this would be a walk in the park for us to add.
Okay.
It's very simple. I think there's a perception in insurance that first of all these extras they're going to charge you an arm and a leg for, which
That was
is
also
not-
going to be a question, like premium wise, how do people? It's obviously very
It
specific.
works also on the value of the car, So
Okay.
I mean, you've been very good to us in the sense that you've obviously given us a lot of business.
Yeah.
And with regards to the cherries and the Jayco, sorry. You've done some packages there,
Yes.
right? But that's the value of the car is obviously not exceptionally inflated.
Yeah.
So we work on the value of the car. So
Okay.
our rates are adjusted on the value of the car.
Okay.
So if you have a car with limited mileage, such as a Huracan or whatever the case is, that's limited to 5,000 k's per annum, we're probably looking at a 0.9 to 1% rate. So on a 5-bar car, it's $5,000 a month, which in that case is not a lot of money for a $5 million car. The extras on that vehicle is going to be exceptionally affordable because we're giving you a 1% rate or 0.9% rate on that vehicle.
Okay.
So it is dependent
It's
on the
it's
value
very
of the
affordable.
vehicle. But I mean, we're not talking about anything excessive here, It's between, call it 100 to 300 Rand a month on a normal
Yeah.
vehicle.
So let's say as an example now, Lebo just bought his M2.
Yes.
He insured.
Love the color, Lebs.
He insured.
But I
He
love-
insured the kit.
I love the color.
It's not bad. I can stomach it. I can stomach it.
So now he's put the kits on. He's insured it. But being the bad driver he is,
Bad driver.
Lots of love between the two of you today, eh?
so he drove out and now he hit the lip on the pavement.
Yes.
What is the process to go about claiming for the lip? Obviously, he submitted the invoice to you beforehand, submitted everything. Is
So
it-
the extras are covered. The carbon
Yes.
fiber lips covered.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
so
Very
now,
simple.
is it worthwhile to claim though? Let's say the lip costs 10, maybe 15 grand.
Yes.
Is it worthwhile to claim or should I just pay for it on my own?
So on average,
Yeah.
again, dependent on value of vehicles here, on average for a car like this, we're probably looking at a flat excess.
Okay.
Okay, which is probably 4,000,
Yeah.
give or take. So flat excess of 4 grand. So if it's a 15,000 Rand carbon fiber lip, you're gonna be paid out 11 grand. Do you want that on your claims history, your loss ratio? It's your discretion. You're the premium payer. We're here to fight to get your claims paid out at the end of the day. So I can only give you the details, and you're going to have to pull the trigger on whether you're going to proceed with the claim or not. But it's a simple process. In this case, you will drive your new M2 out, you hit your lip, you call me. Our ladies, you're office based. There's no work from home, any of that nonsense. They're based in the office. We'll send you a claim form immediately. Sometimes, just provide us the details, what happened from top to bottom. Give us a signature on that. We'll register the claim because you can't do anything without registering the claim. If it's just a little bumper bash and it's just a small carbon fiber lip, whatever the case is, we have the invoice, we have the replacement. You can contact Carbon Bros directly. My office can do it on your behalf and set up the installation of the new lip.
So what car are you using as your daily?
Is it
We've got a 911 here. You got a Range Rover, and you've got a Panamera.
These are cool, but if I'm looking at Panamera,
That's too big for me.
I'd rather go for an RS7.
But we know that you need your car for the MILF and her kids. So I know the Panamera works.
I'm not letting go of this reputation, am I?
No, you're not.
And I've a changed mind. I've shown you in the last couple of years. Not that many
Anymore.
anymore.
Anymore, I like that.
But I'd pick this.
I knew it.
I'd definitely pick a Range Rover. But if I was in this space, RS7. Just looks a bit more meaner.
Personally, never been the biggest fan.
I'm not.
It's just never grown on me. I didn't have an attraction to it. Always been a Rangy fan. I mean, we love Rangies.
Yeah.
You don't get me much better dailies as a Rangy. So I'd probably have to rock Range as well in this case.
I'm going 911, guys. Come on.
You rock a 911.
As a
Come
daily.
on. Why not?
Okay. Nice.
We had this conversation last time. M4 or 911 is daily. Can I not pick a 911 as a daily?
You can.
Yeah, so I'm going 911 as daily. Why not?
Yeah, but then when we're out on the door.
Then I'm
out
gonna
partying,
Uber.
then
I'm
you're
an Uber.
something, you're like,
I'm
oh,
an
you got
Uber.
space in your car. Come, let's go.
Yeah, but my
You
garage.
guys are taking the Ranges. There's space.
There's space. Exactly.
Yeah, but I've still got my Raptor park there also.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
So it works.
Was it daily out of these three options?
Yeah, only
okay,
these
no,
three.
I'm
We're
taking the
looking
Range
here.
Rover, definitely. Yeah, I'm taking the Range.
Our options are the three in front of us, guys.
Okay.
So on the topic of this, so
Yes.
supercars, have you seen our windscreen protection stuff?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Chris tells us that if we're using the windscreen protection product, they'll actually pay for half of it.
Correct. Well, we will pay up to a maximum of 2,500 rand.
Okay.
Generally going, I believe it's in the 5,000 rand.
Yeah, it's about
mark.
between 5 and 6.
5
we
and
actually
6
charge
grand.
for it.
Correct. So we'll pay up to a maximum of 2.5 grand.
Okay.
It'll also reduce your excess.
Oh, really?
You know, windscreens are quite
On
a-
what car though?
On all cars, on our supercar products.
Oh, supercar
On our
product.
supercar product. But it's not solely supercars, you know. I mean, such as the 5-litre Mustang ticks the box and qualifies as a... No, listen.
Please, do not leave. Please, actually, we don't want you here. No, please.
Listen, we wrote this policy in-house. We have to put a lot of work into this policy. We're trying to get us, you know, many clients as we
I'm gonna
can.
phone you tomorrow. I'm moving my insurance. Covering a Mustang as a supercar.
But it does tick that box. It does fall within the supercar product. So, to answer your question, the excess is around 40% of the glass.
On a windscreen.
On a windscreen.
Okay.
We will drop it to 10%.
Oh, with the product.
Yes, with the product. You know, it mitigates the risk beautifully. We've got clients, you know, Serengeti, the South, whatever the case is, R21.
Oh, wow.
They're hitting those stones all day long.
Okay.
So we know how valuable it is for our clients to have the windscreen film protection. So yeah, we'll pay up to 2.5 grand and we'll reduce your excess down to 10%. We had a claim the other day, you know, the black glass that keeps the motor safe. What do you call it? The
Oh,
helmet.
yes.
Yeah. 160 grand for the glass. Yeah.
Are they importing it from like?
Well,
wherever?
there's a few obviously authorized dealers here as well, yeah. 160 grand, yeah.
But if you got to afford the car,
Look, I mean, in your case, it's 727 bar these days, give or take, right? 765 closer to 89 bar.
Yeah, this is
Yeah,
true.
so I mean, you know, it's a lot of money, but the car's worth a hell of a lot of money as well.
Madness. Absolute madness.
Correct. Yeah.
But at least we know we offer the product, get it done,
Correct.
reduce the premium, and you save a little bit doing it.
Something I'd like to mention as well. You know, on these supercars, if you are able to provide us with an advanced driving course, it does help us going back to our specific insurer, in this case where our supercar product sits,
Okay.
and motivating a better rate.
Oh, really?
It really, really does.
So when you were at Mercedes, where would you go for the advanced driving?
we had it in our training.
Okay. So as a normal person such as myself, so I've never worked for a dealership, where do I go for like an advanced driving course?
As you mentioned, BMW, Audi, Merc, there's a few Kalami days. We've got a few of our clients that do it at Kalani in Cape Town.
Okay.
SWAT Corps. Yes, I don't have contacts or
Yeah.
information as in people that I can suggest,
Yes.
but it's out there. Our clients do it all the time.
So once I do it, I get a certificate and I just email it through
It's
to
not only our supercars, it's high performance cars.
Yeah,
So
okay.
you know, M3s, M4s, RSCs, whatever the case is, goes a long way on those cars.
Yeah.
But that doesn't tick the box for a supercar product
Yeah.
in this case. But we can go back to the insurance.
So you're telling me a Mustang ticks the box and not an M3?
Correct.
The one question I actually wanted to ask, and we can actually walk. So obviously we get clients leaving cars here all the time. So my question to you would be, as a client, they come in here and they're leaving their vehicle.
Yes.
They've got their own insurance.
Yes.
So what is their liability in terms of leaving a vehicle here?
Okay. So first of all, they should be notifying their insurer
Yeah.
that their vehicle is coming to Carbon Bros.
Okay.
Okay. Whatever's been done, they can send their invoices at a later stage,
Yeah.
or as and when they feel fit, or they've received it from Carbon Bros.
Okay.
But they should be notifying their
Insurer.
That said, though, you as a business, you cannot contract out of liability.
Okay.
Either. So you obviously comprehensively insured from top to bottom, fire, which is all your natural perils, which is fire, storm, lightning,
Yeah.
explosion, etc. Theft as well. Motor traders internal, motor traders external.
Yeah.
So you fully covered. So the chance of a client holding you liable is quite high because, like I said, you can't contract out of liability. If
Yeah.
the car is here in your possession, care, custody, and control, you cannot say, sorry, I'm walking away.
Yeah.
That's not really going to work, and then it's going to get quite ugly with attorneys, and I'm sure your client's insurance company's legal department is going to contact you quite shortly after that. So it is going to most likely be your responsibility at the end of the day to pick up that tab while it's in your custody, care and control.
Okay. Oh, perfect. Thanks a lot for coming today, Chris.
Yeah, always a pleasure.
Yeah.
Lovely seeing you. Levo, always a pleasure.
Same, likewise.
And I'll see you soon.